beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for August 2021. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful that scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. If anyone claiming to be me asks you for anything at all, money, e-gifts, donations, it is a scam. I do not have Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. So if anyone contacting you on those platforms looking for anything at all, money, e-gifts, donations, it is a scam. Please report them. It is not me. Let's move straight on to your wonderful monthly reading. Okay, so currently there are 5 planets in retrograde, and the 6th planet to go into retrograde will be on the 19th of August, and that is Uranus. Now that gives us a break. Whoa, that gives us a break from a little bit of unpredictable energy, but that's on the 19th of August. Right at the beginning of August, you've got the Tower card. So let's see what's going on there. Because the Tower is in the protagonist energy, it means you're making some changes, Capricorn. You're bringing the shock to the system that people maybe need. I feel like you're shaking up your world. You're taking that Tower energy and you are really putting things into a cold, hard focus. That is exactly what Neptune does in retrograde. It's also in retrograde at the moment. No time for fantasy. You're seeing things as they truly are. Wow, you're still keeping your eye on the prize though. I feel like you're making some shock waves. You're going to shock everybody with your decisions. I feel like you're coming out of your comfort zone and you may be doing something that you've not done before. And I feel like people have expectations of you already, Capricorn, and I feel like you are no longer going to be adhering to their expectations. I feel like, yeah, you're going after your happiness, your idea of happiness. That's why you got your eye on the prize, okay? So you're shaking things up. You're shaking up the system. Now, if this Tower card was in the resistance position or it was in the outcome position, I'd say, get ready for a bumpy ride. But because it's in the protagonist energy, which is your energy, you are affecting change. You're a force to be reckoned with. Now, the Tower card is an epiphany. So either you've had some sort of wake-up call and you're like, you know what, life's too short. I've always wanted to do this. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. Or whether you're like, you know what, you just woke up one day and you're like, I don't want to do this job anymore. What is this? Why have I been a slave to this job and I'm not being rewarded for it? Or maybe it is you thinking, that you have woken up one day and you're like, the relationships that I have in my life, they tend to, be not mature enough for me to want to sort of continue them. Or I feel like I put too much energy into friendships or love and I'm just taking back the power. I feel like you're activating major transformation in your world. Okay, and when you get a Tower card, it basically means surprise, and you're the one bringing the surprises. Okay, so I feel like you are searching for something, a way of restructuring in your world, something that will bring order and give you an opportunity to rebuild. Now, you may have had a shock before August, or you may have shocked some people before August by making some serious decisions in your world. I feel like you are rebuilding because when you get the Tower card, it is an opportunity to rebuild from the ground up. There's upheaval, there's change, there's an awakening, and I feel like you have got your eyes wide open as you walk into August. Now, your third eye chakra has been activated and you're leading with that. You can see a different future for yourself. You can see a little bit further than you have before. And you're making the changes to be able to activate whatever it is that you can see, okay? It's preventing you from going round and round in circles. That's what I'm getting. So if you've always done what you've always do and you always get the same outcome, I feel August is very much you sort of shaking up the system going, I'm not doing that anymore because I want a different outcome. So I feel like people are going to be looking at you like, damn, Capricorn, what's different? What's changed? Why? But I feel like you're activating this change for your greater good and there's a new order. I feel like it's like, watch out, there's a new Capricorn in town. That's the way I'm feeling it. I also feel like, because they're giving me a sentence and it's, I'm not sure if I'm hearing it right. I feel like it's a sentence that, excuse me, they've said, I do apologize. The reason why your reading is a little bit late, Capricorn, for August, I do apologize. I'm getting it just under the wire there. It's because I've been a little bit unwell, so I just had a cold, but I've still got this little cough that's still come with it. Don't worry, it's not the big, pandemic thing, but it's just a little cold. So I'm just getting over it and it's fine, but occasionally it's going to be a bit of an annoying cough, so just bear with me, okay? Now the Tarot card, yeah, the sentence that they're giving me, but I feel like I'm going to get this wrong because it's muffled. But it's like, it's almost like, darling, prepare for the storm, and you're like, I am the storm. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. I feel like you are a force to be reckoned with in August. You're making major changes. It's almost like you're, you know, okay, Capricorn, they're giving me an image, and please don't shoot the messenger when I give you this image, okay? But it's almost like they're showing me the Tasmanian devil, okay? And the cartoon one, not the real sort of one. The cartoon one where you're like, you know, spinning around, getting stuff done and affecting change. And just, you know, 1 minute you're here, 1 minute you're there. You're still moving. You're still moving fast. You're making major changes, and people are like spun out by you, okay? And there may be, because, you know, Mars was a little bit sort of making its presence known on that thunder moon. So there may have been, you may have been feeling a little bit grouchy as well. You know, I know that Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio, they were feeling a little bit like, with the bumpy ride, a little bit grouchy, a little bit sharp. So I took myself a little bit away, and I wasn't feeling well anyway. So of course I was a little bit sort of like, can you just, guys, can just some alone time, okay? So, you know, I feel like you may have been like that just before you're activating the changes, but they're just showing me this whirlwind of change and effect. So I think that's the energy that I feel August you're starting with, okay? Now, it's because you've got a plan, you know. You may not have been able to activate your plan because of external circumstances, world circumstances even, where things were put on pause, or you may have even felt like you could not step forward on a plan, a goal, or a dream because you felt like you were not ready, and you were trying to get everything in order. And you may have even been, and again, don't shoot the messenger, because when things are not exactly right, Capricorn, when the moment is not right, you may avoid the issue and say, you know what, I can't even think about it right now because all the variables are not in place. So there's no point in even wasting my time thinking about it or even talking to you about it, because unless I've got everything on the table that we can discuss, then forget about it. So I feel like there was an avoidance for a little while, and the challenge in August is not to avoid it, or there is to turn that chaotic energy into structure. So I feel like you've got the plan, and now the plan is able to be really activated, and I feel you're going to be very, very successful. Now, I do feel like there's a little bit of worry or a little bit of butterflies in the stomach there, because they're showing me that worried face a little bit. But everybody, you know, even the greatest poker faces who are doing huge things in the world, you know, still at night they may have those little worries. We are all human. No matter what we're doing, none of us have a real clue. Some of us are just winging it, you know. There's people who study for many years to do something, and then they go out into the field and they're doing it for the first time, and they're like, damn it, I hope I can do this. On paper, they can do it, but in the field, they're like, okay, they're responding instinctively, and their training or whatever is just sort of going, you know, it's just happening, okay? I don't know who needs to hear that. So if you're worried about starting something, whether it is being an entrepreneur, whether it is, you know, as I said, starting up your own business, or whether it is you stepping into a leadership role, if there's a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of worry, maybe you're doing something for the first time, or if you're activating major change, there may be moments of like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why did I start this? Don't worry. It's all going to work out in your favor, and you can do this. You got this, okay? So whatever this happens to be, whatever the major changes are that you've activated, they're going to work out in your favor, because you've gone from the Tower to the Emperor to the Sun. So you're in search of your happiness, and there's a positivity that comes at the end of this. So I feel like you're keeping your eye on the prize, and I feel like for a little while you may have been distracted from the plan, or you may have been in the planning stages but always felt like you couldn't quite step into the shoes to actually get moving on it. So I feel like there was a little bit of procrastination, and I feel, but now you're hitting the ground running, okay? Now, also they're indicating that you're not one to suffer fools gladly anyway, Capricorn, but I feel like you may have come across some immature energy in your path for the last couple of months, and I feel like you're putting an end to that, okay? I feel like nobody is going to get into your world to shake up, bring chaos, or be immature and, you know, come at you with a big ego, big nasty ego. I feel that, I mean, you'll probably be very diplomatic about the way that you do it, but I feel like you're making some major changes that people are going to be like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to mess with Capricorn, okay? I feel like really you're a force to be reckoned with in August, and you're making waves. And it's all because you're in pursuit of happiness. okay? You're done with working for the system that is not working for you. I feel like you're shaking it all up, and the Sun card indicates there's going to be a time of prosperity, of positivity, a lot of success, joy, and happiness in your life. And I feel like now's the time to, whatever the plan you have been activating, it's going to be time to reap the rewards on that. It's going to be a time of plenty. You're going to start to see that the plan is working, and you're going to be very grateful that you actually did it. It's almost like you're going to pat yourself on the back in years to come and go, God damn, I'm so glad that I just one day snapped and kind of went, I'm going to activate some major changes, and then never looked back. As you can see, the Emperor is not looking back. He's looking right towards this, the Sun, okay? And it's because you can see clearly now the way ahead. The third eye has been activated. If you were sitting on the fence about something, because the Tower often means, someone sitting on the fence or feeling trapped in some sort of energy where it goes round and round and round. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, two figures leap into the unknown because the Tower is on fire. And the lightning bolt has put that Tower on fire. Now, the Tower basically means prison or some sort of restrictive energy that prevents you from going anywhere apart from round and round and round and feeling stuck. And the lightning bolt is fate, intervenes to shake up the system, to wake you up. And, it often means to, if you've got a decision to make or you're sitting on the fence, it means to sort of knock you off either way. So you become so uncomfortable that you have to change. And I feel like things have become so uncomfortable for you, Capricorn, that you're like, the only thing to do here is change. So I feel like you're doing a major overhaul. It may come after some sort of sadness. There may have been a disappointment. Because they're showing me in the Sun that there was some sort of disappointment, or you're going round and round in circles and you felt like you were not your usual self, or you felt like a little bit clouded, a little bit confused as to where you were going in life. And I feel like you're rising up now and you're illuminated. There is an awakening here. You can finally see the way ahead and you're feeling empowered. It's like August is a month of going, I can do anything. And if someone says you can't do it, it's just not possible. You're like, I can make it possible. Watch me, okay? And you just walk forward. I just see you as like, like the action movies, and there's big explosions, and then there's one person who just walks in slow-mo out of the explosion, and is like, whoa, you would not mess with that person. They know what they want. They know what they're doing. I feel like that's you, Capricorn. You're walking out from whatever this major event is in your life unscathed, and you mean business, okay? So let's go straight to your details of your reading. Now, if you're not someone who is, for example, working and you don't have a business, or you're not stepping into a position of responsibility, I feel like you're making some major changes. And if you, for example, are looking for love, I feel like there's a potential to meet a divine counterpart. But just be a little bit mindful, because you tend to meet people who are immature or not ready for a relationship. That's all about to change. Your challenge is to be that force to be reckoned with, so that people sort of acknowledge that they can't lead you down the garden path. You're in search of your happiness. You're not in search of any time wasters, is what I'm getting. And you're not going to be really harsh with it. Like if you meet a new person and you're like, okay, so guys, girls, I want to get married. I want to do this. I want to settle down. I want to do it. And they'll be like, whoa, I just met you. You're not going to be like that. But I feel like you're going to feel things out intuitively, and you're not going to let anyone take advantage of you. Okay, whoa, oh gosh. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a major breakthrough happening here. Okay, so we got Page of Air. We got Ace of Air. Excuse me. So having all air at the moment, that's a lot of swords. So that means you're in your head about something. Maybe in the planning stages, because the Page of Air is very curious about things. Ooh, oh my gosh. Whoa, I would not mess with you in Capricorn. You got it all going on, okay? You are basically to have the King of Air as well. You are thinking about something. You're thinking before you act. You're a very good business person. You're negotiating a better deal for yourself. You are using your intellect. I mean, there's some sort of calculated kind of planning going on here that is going to activate major change in your world. The Page of Air is someone who's curious about making those changes, someone who's got a new focus. You want to do things differently. Okay, August is a transitory sort of month where you're like, it's almost like you're making the changes, and these changes are going to affect you long term. They're going to affect the people around you long term. With the Page of Air, This is you being curious about a new direction and then activating it, okay? I feel like something has made you kind of have a bit of an epiphany moment where you've only touched the surface of life is almost like how I'm feeling it. And I feel like you want to dig deeper. You're exploring a different way of doing things, or a different way of thinking, or a different way of taking action. I feel like your pages often are very curious and they want to learn. So I feel like you have a new focus or a new idea to do something, or a new theory of how to do something that you're already doing, but how to do it in a different way so that you get a different outcome. I feel like you're really investigating things. It's almost like, with all those swords, I feel like you're in your head. A lot of, I don't feel like there's mental conflict. I feel like you are strategizing. I feel like there's a plan. I feel like there is laser sharp focus that nothing and nobody is actually going to take your attention from in August. And also with the Ace of Air, especially in the resistance position, I feel like maybe you've had an idea that you have put on the back burner for a while, or as I said, a plan that you put on the back burner for a while because you felt like you could not activate it, and you didn't want to lead without getting the facts. I feel like you didn't, you don't want to activate something and go for something in a clouded, poor judgment. So I feel like you're waiting for the right moment to have that breakthrough. And this is August is the month. Ace of Air, in this particular deck, it's the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. It means destiny and fate and the law of karma catapult you forward at speed. Okay, meaningful coincidences show up in your world. I don't believe in coincidences, but that's just me. But you're going to see things like, double numbers, or you're going to see things like, if, for example, I don't know, you're deciding to give it all up and, give it all up and become an acrobat, okay? Everywhere you go, you're going to start to see photos or pictures of acrobats, okay? Whatever it is that you do, it's almost like you're going to get lots of signs, or whatever it is that you want to do, you're going to get lots of signs from the universe to say you're on the right track, you're making the right decision here, okay? It's almost like every image is going to be backed up to let you know. So pay close attention to what you see in August, because it's almost like a massive thumbs up from the universe, and use your intuition. But I feel like you can expect quick results once you make the changes. Whatever you're curious about, then you're going to take action on, and the aces are gifts from the universe. So I feel like this is a major success and a major breakthrough here, but it's something you've resisted for a while. So I feel like you're waiting for the right moment to do it, okay? And you'll know when that right moment is. You can feel the power within you, and it's almost like that, and go. You know, when you are about to do something, whether it's diving into a pool, for example, you take that big breath, because obviously you need to take a breath, but I feel like just before you take any sort of leap of faith, I feel like you're going to take that big breath, but no, this is the moment to follow through on whatever it is that you've been trying to follow through on, okay? Now, the King of Air is someone who is very intelligent, someone who is, maybe seeking the rules and regulations to do something the right way, because the truth is everything to the King of Air. So you may be seeking for the truth of a situation before you actually activate it. But this is a think before I act kind of card, okay? The King of Air is also like a business person, a strategic person who has a plan and is a natural leader. Okay, this is Gemini energy. So if you've got Gemini placements anywhere, Capricorn, we got some strong air placements here. But what that means is, this is a powerful, perhaps even creative kind of fun energy where you're thinking something through, but deep down, I feel like it is to release a bit more time for yourself, or to inject a little bit more adventure or a bit more fun into your world. But you're having a lot of sparking ideas here of how to change your world. Now, this could be, as I said, you may be setting up a new business on the side of what you do already, and it will actually take over and become so successful that you won't need the other thing that you've been doing, and it will free up your time. Or this is an idea that you've always had and you've not really run with it, and it's been whispering from the sidelines for a while, and then boom, you activate it, and all of a sudden you're rising up and in control of something that is quite exciting. But all you know is that you're in search of happiness, and you're planning whatever it is that makes you happy. You're done with abiding by what society says that you have to do. Now, we all have to take a job where we have to do a 9 to 5 if we're lucky to have a 9 to 5 right now. you know, take a job to earn a bit of money to pay the bills. But there'll be like a little secondary sort of a little goal or a hobby or something that you really wanted to do on the side that also is very, very capable of earning you a lot of money, a lot of respect, and can even be something that's international, because the King of Air is like a global card. It is seeking expansion. So I do feel like your happiness may lie further afield, somewhere else, but it feels just like you're thinking about upheaving your whole life to make some major changes. And I feel like you're just working out a way, the best way for you to activate that, okay, in August. Now, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? Now, obviously, there's a lot of air going on there, so I feel like you're very curious. We got Six of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? So they just said to me, Tia. So if your name is Tia, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, Tia. So please take it. Thank you so much. Oh, we got a Nine of Woe. Okay, so if you're looking, okay, we got the Devil card. We got the Five of Swords. Now, this is very interesting because I just shuffled these cards, right, Capricorn, and I did a reading earlier for Gemini. And that is an air element. So if you've got Gemini and this is a Gemini card, these exact cards, yeah, these exact cards came out for Gemini, exact cards. So if you've got placements in Gemini or you're dealing with Gemini, please look it up. I did one. I mean, bar these two cards, these exact cards came out for the Gemini. Every single one of them, which is so weird that they're coming out for you, especially since they're crossing a Gemini King of Swords. Okay, so we are, there's quite a lot going on here. The Six of Pentacles indicates you are activating something that is more balanced in your world. You're looking for, you know, you're a wonderful, generous kind of person, Capricorn, and you always give of your wonderful time, your heart, even your money sometimes to people, because, you know, the people who matter most to you, not everybody gets into your inner circle. You're very discerning about who you spend time with, and you're very savvy about the people who you let into your life. But there will be that one person, or maybe a couple of people, that sometimes they take advantage of your wonderful care, attention, nurture. They may not even realize they're doing it, but sometimes people come to expect the generosity or the care, or they just gave me the word hospitality. Hospitality. Now, so either you are someone who is very, I mean, of course, I'm sure you would be someone who's very hospitable to people and welcoming, but hospitality also tends to be a sector of work, okay? So you may actually work in the hospitality sector, and you may feel like it's been very, not very rewarding, shall we say, that, and you may be a little bit curious about doing something else, or maybe you're thinking about going into hospitality because you feel like you're, you want to be more of a people person. I'm not really sure, but I feel like this energy has come up because I feel like you're done with feeling like something is not rewarding. Like you're done with situations, people, places that is one-sided, that is selfish, that they struggle to give back when you're always the person giving your wonderful energy. So I feel like whatever changes you're making, it is in order to create a more balanced, harmonious lifestyle for you, to free up your time as well to spend with your family or friends. I feel like that's definitely something that is on your mind at the moment. But when you get the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles indicates that the universe is actually going to bring you an opportunity, a golden opportunity. It's almost like a little gift, okay, that is very rewarding. And I feel financially that is something that is coming your way. It is a bit like some good karma there. Now, interesting, they're giving me sage. Sage, not, well, I guess it would be sage like this, but they're showing me like a sage plant. So either you have a sage plant, or you're cooking with sage as you listen to this reading. I feel like sage is important for some reason. I mean, it's cleansing, it's healing, it creates peace. So maybe it's that you're hoping to find peace. But they're showing me sage plant. So if you've got a sage plant, or you're watering a sage plant or something like that as you're listening to this reading, or you're looking at one, please take it as it resonates, because it's not going to resonate for everyone. But sage also, to be a wise sage, Maybe you're making some wise decisions for your financial growth. So maybe it means that. So please take it as it resonates. But we have the Eight of Cups here. You're not willing to, as I said, put up with any situations that don't give back. But also, you're willing to abandon any situations that are not emotionally fulfilling. I feel like you're in search of what is meant for you, Capricorn, and what, you know, your mission. You may have felt like you've been on a mission for a while, and then it's like one day you woke up and went, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. Okay? Or maybe you're like, I love what I do, but the way that I'm doing it is not fulfilling. So I need to find a different way to do this so that it is more fulfilling for me. So I feel like you're having a bit of a breakthrough, and I feel like you're walking away from anything that, leads you to feel powerless in your situation, or avoidant, or chaotic, or if there's any really rigid rules. You're not here to break the rules, Capricorn, but I feel like if you can learn the rules and then apply the rules according to who you are and your own individuality, it's almost like the artists, they always say you got to learn the rules to break the rules, and I feel like that's what you are doing, but you're not hurting anybody by doing that, and I don't feel like you're breaking the rules in a way that the law would come along and sort of put you in their van and take you away. I feel like you're making things work in the way that it would be beneficial to you. Okay. Now the Eight of Cups, as you can see in this particular deck, each thing has a double, has a partner, has a counterpart, and you may have felt like recently that you've been a bit disconnected from things, and now you're trying to see things fully, very clearly. I feel like you're learning from situations in the past where people may have been dishonest to you, or unkind to you, or tried to lead you down the garden path, or felt like, especially in relationships or friendships, who have not given you the whole truth, or nothing but the truth, or have said that, they were all in a relationship, and then all of a sudden they were out, they were distant, they were disconnected, they may have been selfish in their energy. I feel like you're walking away from any of that, because you're in search of your true counterpart if you're single, or you're in search of a deeper commitment to somebody if you're already with somebody, and you're putting stop to any sort of a mental stress, or I feel like you've got really good judgment in the situation, and I feel like you're wanting the truth, a truthful conversation. Now I do feel like there's someone that you walked away from, that you are not talking to. I do feel like that energy is coming through. I'm going to pull a quick card on that energy, because I feel there is a potential for this person. I feel like this person still keeps tabs on you, Capricorn, and I feel like this person may reach out to sort of come back into your world. Now that can be a friend, it can be a family member, it could be an ex-lover, it could be an ex-husband, wife, it could be anybody, ex-colleague. So I feel like we got the Four of Swords here. Now the Four of Swords is someone, well, it's basically a solitary card, something that you had to recover from. You may have trusted this person. It could have been in love, the Knight of Cups. Okay, in the reverse. Someone who, oh, they want me to go again. Whoa, there it is, Eight of Cups. See, I was picking up this energy, Capricorn, from that Eight of Cups, because although it's in the upright position, it is actually in the resistance position, so I was picking it up. So I just wanted to go with it and see, and they've given me the Eight of Cups in the reverse just to clarify that when you look up the Eight of Cups from with the meaning of it, when it's in the reverse, it means someone from your past returns to you, and they claim that they fully learnt, they have gone through like a dark night of the soul, they've gone a bit of a sort of a discovery of self, and they want to come towards you with sort of an offering. Now that could be an offering of an apology, it could be an offering of wanting to reconnect to you in your world. This is someone who had unrealistic expectations, perhaps in love. It may be the reason why you were single, if you are single. If you're not single anymore and you've moved on, this may be someone from your past that you recovered from. It took a while to recover from this person, but they did not exhibit good behavior, let's put it that way, and they may have abandoned you or the situation. They may have been dishonest, may have been we got the divine counterpart energy there, the Emperor card. So this person, it can be someone who was a business partner, it could be somebody that you worked for, a boss, it could be someone who was very unkind or dishonest, or was unfair in a situation, and it led you to try to disconnect from this person because it kept bringing you down. Well, this person, it's almost like this person's looking you up again and sort of researching you and trying to come towards you. I do feel like you're walking away from this person still, but this person will come to talk. I feel like you're curious as to see what this person has to say after all this time. You may open yourself up to a dialogue to this person just out of curiosity to see what they would have to say. But I feel like you're cold towards this person. It's the sort of person that you would turn your back on because I feel like you gave this person many chances to be in your favor or make amends or come into some sort of balance and harmony. And it's not that they blew it, but I feel like they missed the opportunity. And because I don't know the personal circumstance, so I'm not really here to take sides. I'm here to understand the energy so that I can understand what the future energy is to come. But this person, I mean, there's that Nine of Cups again, right? And just behind, straight after that Knight of Cups indicates that this person, I mean, there's some sort of chaotic energy with this person, attachments there, Five of Swords. This person tends to sabotage and hurt people. Now, this, as I said, it could be a family member, someone who deep down has a lot of love for you and you have a lot of love for them, but they sabotage, they tend to get in their own way. They tend to either have a pattern of behavior that is unhealthy, or you may feel like this person has addictions or is obsessed with controlling you in some way and you're kicking back with the rules. I feel like you're trying to detach yourself from this person, free yourself up, because this person makes you feel vulnerable. Because I feel like deep down you had a lot of care for this person, and I feel like I feel the vulnerability in that raw heart. You may have felt like this person played your heart like an instrument, because as you can see, that person is actually playing a heart. Now, I do feel like this person is quite charming, and I don't mean charming. I mean, if it's a romantic person, of course they're quite charming, but they may be charming in a different way, where they just manage to get people to do their bidding. Okay, they are sort of like, but they have intentions behind that they're not the best. Okay, I feel like despite whatever that they did, or however they hurt you, Capricorn, I feel like you still blossom, but you keep a little piece of that situation with you, how they hurt you. And as you can see in her hand right there, this person may have been very unkind, but I feel like you keep the lesson with you. That came up in the Gemini reading as well, so I feel like that applies to this situation. I feel like you're trying to detach yourself from this. So if this is a love situation, I feel like this person is coming back on in to offer love, or either way, this person wants to reconnect. So they just asked me to look at the candle, the light. So I did, and nothing's happening. So I don't really know why they asked me to look at the candle. Maybe something was happening while I was scrying. But anyway, I'm going to move on from that. I feel like you're detaching yourself from this person, because I feel like this person does want a second chance in your world. We've got the Four of Swords here, but we got the Judgment. Okay, so the Four of Swords has come up again, so they're indicating you're recovering from something, and I feel like you're doing things differently. You're going to show this person you're not the same person, okay? And the Judgment card indicates that you may be weighing up second chances, because the Judgment card is that card of second chances, but you may be weighing things up, and you may have a little bit of doubt about whether you want to get this person or the situation returned to your life. Excuse me. What they're giving me here as well is that something, it lay stagnant for a while. There was a blockage on this for a while. And I feel like just when you're finding peace, or you're laying this down to rest, it's over. It's not that you're over it, but I feel like you're letting it slide back into the past and leave it there. It's raising its energy in your life. And I feel like you don't want anything chaotic in your life. I feel like you're trying to create balance and harmony. So I feel like with the Judgment card, you're at a real decision point in your world, where you're reaching for something greater, something better. And in order to reach for that new life, you do have to let go of things that no longer serve you or hinder you and are keeping you stuck or weighed down. So I feel like this person may be one of them, because they seem to be coming back in with this energy, okay? The cards actually showed up like this: the Knight of Cups, the Devil card, and the Five of Swords. So I feel like it looks like they have good intentions, but then their old habits resurface, and you know, it can lead to you being hurt all over again. And I feel like you know that instinctively, because your challenge here is that person is returning. Your challenge is to walk away from it, okay? So I'm going to pull a quick card on that before I move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Thank you so much. The Chariot, yeah, you're moving away from it. The Chariot means you're overcoming the obstacles and you're moving forward. I feel like you're moving forward without this person. I feel like you've gone on a real journey with this person, but you're new, you're changed by the whole thing, and you're taking action. You're in control of your destiny, okay? You know, you are the master or the mistress of the direction that you take, but you are, I mean, you have a choice, because it is, you know, there's two ways it could go. You could go back to that person or that situation. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a toxic job situation, an offer to be working for a firm that pays a lot of money, and you're like, oh, you know, I walked away from this once before, or you know, maybe you're trying to leave a situation, a job, and they're like, you know what, we'll give you more money to stay, but you need to give us all of your time, and you need to attach to us for about 2 years, and you're like, I don't know if I want to do that. So I feel like it could be a situation that, you know, it has good intentions, but there's almost like a catch to it, okay, that could lead you to sort of feel that you're being cheated out of something. I don't know, I just, because the Five of Swords is a cheat kind of energy. You're being cheated out of something. So if it's a job situation, you may look for, pay close attention to the contracts and things like that. Or if you're in a business with somebody, you don't want them to cheat you, so you're being very, very savvy. But as I said, I feel like you're the storm. So I feel like you're sort of activating some really powerful energy where people are not going to walk all over you. The Five of Swords is also about tension and conflict, you know, and you're not looking for that in your world. Some tension and conflict is good, but I feel it's attached to the devil. This one is long-term and can distract you or tempt you away from your initial goals or dreams. So I feel like you're detaching yourself. There's something more solid. You're building something more solid here. So if you are looking for love, I feel like there's a solid energy coming on in here. It's taken a while to get here, but I feel like there's potential love interest that is more committed, more grounded and dependable, loyal, someone who wants to walk that journey of life with you, someone who has a lot of respect for you, Capricorn, and vice versa. But in terms of opportunities, I also feel like if you're letting go of one opportunity, say for example you've let out your resume and you're going for jobs, and one opportunity comes along and it's like, oh gosh, it's everything I ever wanted to do, it seems incredible, but there seems to be something attached to it that you're like, oh, that part's not so incredible. Now that could be that you know, it feels like it's underhanded, or it feels like it's too good to be true. So look out for anything that's too good to be true, because normally if something is too good to be true, I have to say, Capricorn, it's too good to be true. Okay, so you know, keep your wonderful eyes peeled, especially since you're in that King of Air energy. That's the sort of person who keeps their eyes wide open and can see. But I also feel like there's another situation or another opportunity coming along for you to negotiate a better deal in your situation. So your throat chakra is very, very important at this time, after you've thought things through. Okay, swords are about communication. They're about thinking. So I feel like whatever strategy you've got, you can get better in your situation than what you're getting already. And I feel like something very solid is coming towards you that will lead to a lot of happiness, actually. But you need to eradicate whatever feels not right. Okay, anything that returns to you, remember why you left it in the first place, is the energy that I'm getting, or remember why it didn't work in the first place. So again, it could be a business partner, could be a family member, it could be an ex-lover, someone who tries to exert some sort of control or influence over you, or tries to keep you stuck in a situation, and you are always the one who ends up getting hurt or getting cheated out of something. They're indicating that this is you're shaking it up. It's not going to happen anymore. There's some really great stuff coming towards you. These ideas are going to lead to success that you have, and whatever you're curious about, planning or taking action on, I feel like there is a wonderful opportunity to expand and be, a leader, a boss, step into a position of responsibility and respect. And it's interesting because they're just saying, and one more from this, or yeah, one more from this. Okay, that's unusual. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Okay, they obviously really want you to have that card. Okay. Strength. Beautiful card that they wanted to give you there. That is respect. That is, self-love. Know that you deserve better and have the courage to go after it, and don't take no for an answer. I mean, in terms of a career, obviously, if what you want is bad, Capricorn, and you're not taking no for an answer, I mean, you know what I mean. You're overcoming obstacles is what I'm saying. If there's challenges, you're going to overcome them, and you're going to move towards whatever it is that you want. You're strong enough to do this. You've got the power. Okay, so I feel like you've got the power to create something better in your life and find balance. And nothing but nobody is going to get in your way or try and hold you down or hold you back. Okay, so very, very big month for you in terms of career or love. I feel like just overall, even in friendships, I feel like you're having a major breakthrough here where you're starting to look at things like, is this reciprocal? You're always giving of yourself, and okay, how would you like to receive? Thank you so much. So we have number 19. Now, number 19 is the Sun card. Beautiful energy, okay? And it says here, flexible. Okay, so as you can see, there's a maze right there. And mazes, I know mazes, you have to figure them out. So maybe you are figuring something out for August, and then you get to the center of it, and you find that there's a new start. There's an egg there. So you're hatching a plan, but you have to remain flexible at this time because you're waiting for the right opportunity, as I said, to activate it or crack something open or just go for it. So again, it's kind of connecting to the energy of this reading that was coming through there. And it takes a lot to blossom or to be successful. So I feel like being flexible is something that you're having to do. So as I said, if you got a job, for example, that you're doing, paying the bills 9 to 5, and then you're doing something else on the side that you're trying to plan, you're being flexible. You're trying to spin all the plates. So let me read from the book, as I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Where did the book go? Okay, so the book is, I guess, way over there. I've got to go get it. Normally it's there. So I must have been looking at something earlier, just for me. Oh, there it is. Okay. I can't really read for myself, but occasionally I will ask my guides for guidance on something. So I was checking the Wisdom of the Oracle for a little bit of guidance just for me. So 19, here it is. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what is most important. Excuse me. So a tree's roots are, this is the Oracle's message, by the way, a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane. You're the storm, remember that. Capricorn, you are the storm. It says, where there is a rigid structure, like a building that would come crashing down, consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in a shambles. This is how you need to be right now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. Now, the relationship message is, in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what is required right now. You don't want to always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made the choice. Okay, and that Gemini card of the King of Air is someone who often comes from a different background than you. It signifies someone who's very different than you. Okay, so the prosperity message is, even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, what it will look like, who will share in it, and what it will be when it's available to you, you still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. Spirit may have much better plans for you. It could be a job that you haven't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Be flexible and remind yourself, this or something better manifests for me now. Then be willing to bend a little. Enjoy the miraculous results. So I definitely feel like whenever there's a new idea or you're curious about something, that hasn't come from just nowhere. It is a gift from the universe. It is a gift to say, hey, you can do things a little bit differently like this. And you'll be very prosperous on the other side if you just listen to your intuition, listen to your hunches. And I feel like you're doing that, Capricorn. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides and Angels. Can you please? Okay, so we have the lucky cat. Okay, also cats are very independent, but they take calculated risks, or they take calculated leaps of faith. If you've ever seen a cat sort of laser focus on something and then they do that little gorgeous wiggle like they're getting ready, what they're doing is they're moving on each foot, and they're actually sort of feeling their surroundings, and they're calculating in their own little way, you know, what sort of power and precision it will take to take that leap and snatch up whatever it is that they want. Okay, so I feel like that is very important to you now. You're in that stage where you're doing the little wiggle, Capricorn. I can see you all now at home going, yeah, I'm doing the little wiggle. Please don't, you know, anyway, ignore me. You know what I mean. But I feel like you're making the calculations necessary to be able to activate this, and then you just leap and grab the prize. Okay, also cats, they're very independent spirits, but they always love themselves on their own terms first, and then they extend their love to others. Okay, so be like a cat. Remember, invest in self first, self-worth, self-care, and then you know, extend your wonderful love and care and attention to others. But you know, cats are very discerning. You know, they don't let everyone into their sphere, and they're very intuitive. They're just like dogs, really. You know, if there's a human that they do not like, instantly they're like, you know, phase out. You know, completely. So anyway, also they just said, let it come to you. Let it come to you. So maybe you've got a cat, or you just met a new cat from a friend or something. Let it come to you. I'm not really sure what that means. Or maybe it's the opportunities. You know, you don't have to force this. Let it just come to you. It's going to come to you anyway, because luck is on your side. So they want the Sun card. So very exciting energy. And we've got, oh wow, I'm loving that. We've got a key. So there's a major breakthrough here. A major door is unlocking for you. We've got fleur-de-lis as a little nubbin on the key. And we've also got a crown. So they're indicating whatever it is, whatever boss idea you got, or whatever entrepreneurial energy you're feeling, or whatever you know, you're trying to activate in your career. I feel like you're going for the highest order of all in terms of energy. And I feel like you're leading with integrity, but you're having a major breakthrough here. In terms of love, I mean, it could be that you're unlocking an energy, a frequency within you that says you're not putting up with anybody who wastes your time, and you're waiting for your divine counterpart. You're signaling to the universe that you're ready to meet your soulmate, or if you're in a relationship already, you may be deepening your sort of commitment to that person, but you're having a bit of a breakthrough in terms of perhaps there's been a bit of a power struggle. I mean, we all have them when we're in relationships, trying to remain within our own identity, but also merge as a couple and find the couple identity with that person. So I feel like there's a real breakthrough here. And they want that on the Emperor card. The Emperor card, the challenge is to overcome the fear, the rigidity, or the whatever you've been avoiding, and just go for it. It's going to be very successful. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Capricorn. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Now, just before I tell you about the competition, they just gave me a name, which was Adia. Adia. I hope Adia. So if your name is Adia, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, so please take it as it resonates. It just means that person, they need to pay close attention to the reading, as their attention may have wavered. Now, if you'd like to be in with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is complete a task that you've been putting off for a long time. Something that, because August is the month of completion, so to make way for that new chapter. So if you've been meaning to fix a tap that's leaky, or if you've been meaning to write a letter to somebody, or reach out to someone that you haven't spoke to for a while, or if you've been meaning to finish a novel that you've been writing, or a painting that you've been doing, or whatever, you get the gist. I want you to just, no matter when in August, if you can, complete it in August, okay? No matter when. And also, I'd like you to do one thing for yourself, which is to pamper yourself. So take one evening, just away to yourself, maybe what, 5-6 hours to yourself, watch a movie, cuddled up in a duvet with your favorite popcorn or ice cream or wine or whatever, and just have a moment to yourself. I know easier said than done, because when you got children or you got responsibilities, it's hard to find a lot of time for yourself, even if it's 10 minutes, you know, to just have that, or 20 minutes to have a bath and just go, oh, and just enjoy your own company, Capricorn, okay? And you don't have to write it in the comments box below, but just, and you don't have to do it straight after this reading, but anytime in August, make sure you take a little bit of time for yourself to regroup and rest. And then all you have to do is just put the word completed in the comments box below, and I will choose one lucky subscriber on the 27th of August. And my guides will bring me to that person who is meant to have that reading, and I'll announce it then. Okay, thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Okay, they just showed me something. One moment, please. Could you make it more clear? Could you please make it more clear? I'm so sorry, Capricorn. Fast forward this bit until I get to the image. It's just really clouded, but they're showing me something. It's coming to the fore. Okay, they're just showing me this thing. It's like a child's thing. It's like oh, well, I don't know what you call it. I mean, it's like this. It's like, okay, you hold the handle and it's got a string in the center, and there's like a rolly kind of thing on it, and you kind of like do this and you roll it up side to side. God, I'm really not explaining this at all. I don't know what you call that. It's something that people flick it into the air and they recatch it, and they, oh, it really wasn't worth waiting for. I'm so sorry, Capricorn. I don't even know how to, maybe it's a balancing act. It's something that people who do balancing things, it looks like a child's toy, but it's actually quite difficult. You can roll it on one side and the other, and then you can flick it in the air, and you can twist it and all of these things. I don't know what it's called. What a waste. I can't tell you. I'm so sorry. Let's leave it there. I mean, either you got one of those and you're doing it as you're listening to this reading. It may mean that you're trying to sort of multitask or balance something, or you're doing the impossible, because it looks pretty impossible. I will leave it there. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. I hope something resonated in this reading, and love and light.